Good morning. Welcome back to KV2 Nansanabag Vishakhapatnam grammar classes. Today in this video, I will explain you about verbs in parts of speech. So what are verbs? Verbs means a verb is a word used to express action or describe a state of being are called verbs. Verbs means a verb is a word used to express action or describe a state of being. State means a situation. Simply we say that verbs means action words are called verbs. But not only action words but also the words which describe a state of being also come under verbs. Now we'll see the types of verbs. How many types of verbs are there and what are they? They are action verbs, linking or state verbs, main verbs, helping verbs, regular verbs, irregular verbs, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. These are the types of verbs. We will learn one by one. First, action verbs. What are called action verbs? Action verbs means these are the verbs which expresses physical activities or processes. Yes, these verbs should have physical activity or processes. They are called action verbs. For example, listen, kick, sit, stand, climb, etc. All these have either physical activities or processes. So these are called action verbs. Now, linking or state verbs. What are called linking or state verbs? These verbs expresses a situation. Linking or state verbs expresses a situation. And also these don't have any physical activity or process. For example, think, have, like, be, etc. Example, we'll see that. I have many cars. In this, have is a linking or state verb because it doesn't have any physical activity or process. It is giving simply information about me. I have many cars. So have the word which is giving us information is called linking or state verbs. These don't have any physical activities or processes. Another example, Sita likes sweets. Here likes also linking or state verb. It will not come under action word because it doesn't have any physical activity. Now, in this, one main point I'll tell you about these linking or state verbs. With these linking or state verbs, we should not use ing form. See here, ing form is used with only action verbs. We had to use ing form only with action verbs, not with state verbs. We cannot use ing form with state verbs. Ing form means what? Ing form means before. V4 means V1 plus ing form. Suppose go is V1 plus ing, going V4. Do plus ing, doing V4. So, these state or linking verbs will not get any ing form. Only we had to use ing form with action verbs. Now, see the sentence. Students are writing. Children are playing. Students are writing. Children are playing. In these two words, writing, playing, these two words get ing form at the end because write and play are the action words. Action words. These two have physical activity. So these are called action words. So we can use ing form with action words. In the other sentence, just see whether it is right or wrong. I am having a large family. Is it right? No, it's wrong because have is the verb, means have is the state verb, not the action word. So we should not use ing form with state or linking verbs. So it is a wrong sentence. I have a large family. It is right. I have a large family. So now we'll learn about main verbs. What are main verbs? What are called main verbs? Main verbs means action verbs are called main verbs. So already I told you that action verbs means they should have physical activity or process. Now, for example, Anita is listening now. In this sentence, listening is a action word. So, it is a main verb. Now, come to helping verbs. What are called helping verbs? We can call helping verbs as auxiliary verbs. These can help main verbs and used to show tense of the sentence. These helping verbs are used to help the main verbs, and also these helping verbs show the tense of the sentence. So the same sentence will take Anita is listening now. So listening is a main verb because it is an action word. Is the helping verb. It is helping the main verb, and also this helping verb is showing the tense of the sentence. Anita is listening. Is listening means at present, at the time of speaking. Anita was listening means in past tense. So the helping verbs shows tense of the sentence. So what are the helping verbs? Helping verbs, there may be be forms, do forms, have forms. All these come under helping verbs. Be forms means is, am, are, was, were. Do forms means do, does, did. Have forms means have, has, had. All these are come under helping verbs. Not only these helping verbs, can use modals also. Modals means already I have told you that can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should. All these come under modals. Another important thing in helping verbs, these helping verbs are used for negative sentences. Used for negative sentences. For example, do you play cricket daily? Is a question. So we can say in negative form also, no, I don't play cricket daily. So these helping verbs are used to make negative sentences. Sometimes these verbs play a role of a main verb. When? So these plays a main role of a main verb. I have a car. Here have plays a role of a main verb because there is no action word. So that the word have plays a role of a main verb. This is about helping verbs. Now, regular verbs. What are regular verbs? Regular verbs means verbs form their past tense in an absolutely regular way by adding ed or d. So, we will add ed or d for the same verb. Those are called regular verbs. For example, remember is a verb. For this, remember, if we want to get V2 and V3 forms, just we had to add ed or sometimes d. Remember, remembered, remembered. So the same vowel sound is repeating in the three forms of the tenses. So these are called regular verbs. Yes, V4 means already I have told you that V1 plus ing form. Remembering is the V4 form of remember. Now, irregular verbs. What do we call irregular verbs? Irregular verbs means these verbs form their past tense in some other way, often by changing the vowel of the verb. So, these verbs will not be repeated in the other other two forms. So, for example, go. So actually in regular verbs, we used the same word in V2 and same word in V3 by adding ed. But here it is not possible because these are irregular verbs. The three forms of the verbs also will be changed. Go, went, gone, drink, drank, drunk. So starts with the same letter, but the sounds drink, ink, e sound is coming. Drank, drunk, So the vowel sounds will be changed in the three forms of the verbs. So these are called irregular verbs. Buy, bought, like this. Now, transitive verbs. What are called transitive verbs? Transitive verbs means always takes an object. Subject, verb, object is the structure of an English sentence. So, these transitive verbs will have objects. Object means what? Object means a noun or pronoun that receives the action. A noun or pronoun that receives the action are called objects. So Sita writes a letter. In this, Sita is a noun, writes is a verb, and a letter is an object. Suppose if we want to know whether it is an object or not, we had to make a question with by using who or what. So what Sita writes? A letter. Who writes a letter? Sita. So it receives, the object always receives either noun or pronoun receives that action are called transitive verbs. He kicked the ball. What he kicked? Ball. What? If you ask question with the word what, we can say the answer ball. Who kicked the ball? It should be a noun or pronoun. He kicked. So these are called transitive verbs. Intransitive verbs means not take any object. Object will not be there. Without object, these intransitive verbs gives us complete meaning or sense. For example, live, die, laugh, cry, run, sleep, sit, etc. All these are intransitive verbs. For example, the old man laughed loudly. So here there is no object. Loudly will not come under object. It is an adverb. Why it is not come under an object? Because suppose if we ask what loudly, is there any answer? No. Who loudly? There is no answer. So but suppose if you ask questions by using these two words, we will not get the answer as noun or pronoun. So these are called intransitive verbs. So here this is the sentence, just see once. The thief climbed and then escaped. Is it a right sentence? No, it's a wrong sentence because climbed is a action word, transitive verb. So transitive verbs often should have an object. So here we didn't use any object. So it is a wrong sentence. The thief climbed over the wall and then escaped. It is the right sentence. So what are the two words we'll use to make questions to know whether it is a transitive verb object or not? Who or what. These are the two words we will use to know either it is an object or not. So this is about verbs. In the next video, I will explain you about adjectives and adverbs. Thank you.